Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. Today we are going to have the DTRS session dated let's say 4th of February 2025. So today we are going to discuss 10 important articles from current affairs and we are going to discuss these articles through questions. Okay, so you are going to come across the important current affair topics and also you will be able to solve questions related to these topics. And these DTRS sessions are important for the UPSC Prelims exam of 2025. Alright, so the lead topic for today's discussion will be based on MSME Trade Enablement and Marketing Initiative, which is in short known as TEAM initiative. So we are going to discuss about it today. Alright, so before we go ahead and start the discussion, let us quickly go through this quotation. Okay, so this quotation is from Robert F. Kennedy. So we are going to discuss what is this quotation all about. So it says GDP measures everything in short except that which makes life worthwhile. Okay, so basically this particular quotation talks about GDP and at the same time it criticizes GDP as well. Okay, so GDP, as you know, stands for gross domestic product. So GDP actually talks about the measure of growth in an economy, how the economy is performing, whether the economy is growing or it is not growing, right? So it is a quantitative measure. However, in the same quotation, I mean, like Mr. Kennedy says that like it does not give, let's say, like, important details which are very important for life. All right, so GDP somehow is a very narrow measure of growth of an economy. Okay, so that's the thing. So such quotations are important for the essay paper and also for the, let's say, ethics paper as well. And some of the programs that we have launched at Lukmaan IAS is Public Admin Foundation batch. So Public Admin Foundation batch will start from 3rd of June 2025. People who are like, willing to join Public Admin Foundation batch now, so they can get early bird concession also in this thing. Apart from this, we have a Panch Sutra All India Prelims mock test series. So this is a test series which is helpful for the UPSC Prelims exam. If you are willing to appear in UPSC Prelims 2025, you can write the mock tests, the Panch Sutra mock test to assess your preparation. And through these mock tests, you will come across a lot of new areas also. Test discussions will happen. Let's say explanation to every answer will be provided. And every test has both GS as well as CSET test. Alright. So dates of Panch Sutra test are mentioned over here. It is starting from 22nd of February 2025. And it's going to go till 10th of May 2025. 5 tests are there for the prelims exam. Alright. So now let us discuss the articles that we are going to discuss through questions today. So these are the 10 topics that we are going to discuss today. Alright, so the first topic that we are going to discuss is TEAM initiative. TEAM stands for MSME Trade Enablement and Marketing Initiative. Okay, so basically here in the first statement they have asked which ministry has launched this particular initiative. See, MSME stands for Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Okay, Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. So this initiative has been launched by that ministry itself. Ministry of Commerce and Industry is a separate ministry, and this particular ministry is for, let's say, like, like big level things. All right. So now let us talk about the second part. Second part is it is aimed to enable MSME to embrace digital commerce and expand their market presence. This statement is right. Correct answer is only 2, option B. So this is the question that we have framed based on the topic that was in news. And there is a similar question from UPSC previous year. Okay, so this question was asked by UPSC in 2023. You can go through this question in your free time. And this is the newspaper article that has inspired us to frame this question. Okay. Now we have another question. Okay, so Lieutenant of ad hoc judges in Indian High Courts. Okay, you can read all these statements, and recently there was a kind of, recent directive from the Supreme Court of India, and in that directive basically Supreme Court of India has relaxed, let's say, like, kind of some norms for appointment of judges in high courts. So if in case if in any high court the, let's say, permanent judges, there are vacancies. Okay, there are vacancies for the permanent judges. To fill up those vacancies, basically, I mean, like, ad hoc judges can be appointed, right? So here the fourth statement that says the number of ad hoc judges in a high court must not exceed 10% of its sanctioned judicial strength. Let's consider in a high court, the sanctioned judicial strength is 50 judges, right? So I'm talking about very high number. Let's say it's 50 judges. So 10% of 50 would be 5. Okay, so more than 5 ad hoc judges cannot be appointed. That's the thing. Okay, this statement is right. All other statements are wrong. Okay, all other statements are wrong because in this particular statement they have mentioned retired Supreme Court judges can be appointed as ad hoc judges in High Court. This is wrong. Okay, so here retired High Court judges can be appointed under Article 224A. All other statements are incorrect. Correct answer is option C, which is fourth only. And we have given the detailed explanation also for this question. You see, this is an article that was in the Hindu newspaper. It says, with an eye on backlog, Supreme Court relaxes condition for appointment of ad hoc judges to the high courts. Okay, so this was the news article that has inspired us to frame this question. So you can go through the explanation that we have mentioned over here. Now let us talk about another question. All right, another question. So this question says, consider the following statements about point Nemo. What point? Point Nemo, sometimes mentioned in the news. 3 statements are there. I'm going to read these statements. I'm going to make you understand about, let's say, like, which statements are correct. And I can see, let's say, some students have written in the comment section also. I'm going to read it after this question. All right, so I'm going to address your question as well. So it says, it is the most remote location on earth and is known as the oceanic pole of inaccessibility. This statement is right. Okay, so why we are talking about point Nemo now? Because recently from Indian Navy, right, 2 female Navy officer. Okay, so I think like they are female Navy officers and they are trying to circumvent. They are going to, let's say, move across the world through oceanic routes, and they have reached the point Nemo. And point Nemo is considered to be the oceanic point of inaccessibility. So they have reached over there, they have clicked photographs. So that's why this topic is in news. All right. So that's first statement is right. Second, it says it is located in the Arctic Ocean. Okay. So this statement is wrong. Why? Because it is not located in Arctic Ocean. It is in fact located in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, it is located in the Pacific Ocean and specifically in the Southern Pacific Ocean. Okay, so it's not in Arctic Ocean, it is in Pacific Ocean. So second statement is wrong. The region has high marine biodiversity because of its remote location. This statement is wrong. Why? Because it does not have high biodiversity, because huge amount of water, I mean, like, is moving in all directions. So this leads to, I mean, like, biodiversity loss in that particular region. So only one statement is correct. It means option A is right. Now let me quickly go through the, let's say, like, comments that you have written. I think Tarun Yadav, sir, iski timing kya hai? So Tarun, generally the timing is 5:30 p.m. in the evening. But like in the ORN center, we have 2 classes, and both these classes are nowadays occupied at 5:30. Okay, so that's why, let's say, for today I have shifted the timing in the afternoon when the class is available. So 3 is 15 or 20 D. Point Nemo is Antarctic, Atlantic Ocean. Nearest is where Napoleon was sent. All right. So now let us, so you see point Nemo, the oceanic pole of inaccessibility in South Pacific Ocean. So it is in South Pacific Ocean. All right. So you see these are, let's say, naval officers, and they have the placard which mentions point Nemo. They have mentioned about latitude, longitude also of this particular place. Now let us talk about another question. Okay, we'll discuss about another question. It says, with reference to Pradhan Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyay Maha Abhiyan, which is PM Janman scheme, consider the following statements. So this is a scheme, and they have asked 2 statements. They have given 2 statements related to this scheme, right? First statement says it was launched in 2020 to support urban development in metropolitan cities. Under the PM Janman, beneficiaries receive direct cash transfers of 2,000 per month. Okay, so read these statements yourself and try to identify which is the right answer. So the thing is, the first statement is incorrect because this particular scheme has been launched in 2023, not in 2020. So this is wrong. Second statement, it says that there is a cash benefit of 2000, right? Direct cash transfer. So it does not involve cash transfers of 2000 to the beneficiaries, okay? So under this scheme, basic facilities such as safe housing, clean drinking water, improved access to education, etc. are provided. So both these statements are wrong. Correct answer is option D, neither one nor two. Now let us talk about another question. So you see, Tribal Affairs Ministry clears speedier sanction of homes under PM Janman package for vulnerable tribes. Okay, so this statement is both these statements were wrong. Now we have another question. We'll quickly go through this question. It says, recently, Mucuna bacteria seen in the news is associated with. Okay, so it's a kind of term which is in news. Okay, terms in news. So now they are asking, what is this term all about? Okay, so what is this term? So we need to identify this particular term ourselves, and then we need to answer this question. So basically this term is an invasive plant. Okay, it's an invasive plant. So recently in Kanyakumari district, people have started clearing this particular invasive plant. Okay, Mucuna bracteata. Okay, so that's why it is in news. I will showcase the newspaper article also. So this is the newspaper article. It says, clearing of invasive creeper Mucuna bacteria begins in Kanyakumari district. Okay, so they are kind of clearing this, let's say species, which is invasive species. Invasive species, they have a rapid capacity of reproduction, and at the same time they suppress the growth of other species in that region. Okay, so that's the thing. So it leads to harmful effect for the ecology in a region. Now we have another question, which one of the institution has launched iSpot portal for reporting technical glitches. Okay, so one organization has recently released iSpot portal, and this particular portal is for reporting the technical glitches. Okay, so basically the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI has launched iSpot portal. So what is iSpot? The full form of iSpot is mentioned here. So it is iSpot portal for streamlined reporting of technical glitches. You know that Securities and Exchange Board of India is the regulator of stock exchange, the secondary market in India. So in the secondary market, huge number of people are doing trading on a day-to-day basis. People are trading, people are investing through different portals, and many a times people come across different glitches, right? So people can directly report the glitches that they come across portals, right, to the SEBI through this portal, which is iSpot portal. Okay, so iSpot stands for, let's say, Integrated SEBI Portal for Technical Glitches. Okay, this is the full form, Integrated SEBI Portal for Technical Glitches. This is the thing. Now we have another question. What is this question all about? It says, consider the following statements regarding Ahila Bai Holkar. Okay, so here we are talking about a personality and we are going to understand about her. So three statements are given. She established a textile industry in Maheshwar, famous for its Maheshwari saris. She is known for her ancient temple reconstruction activities, including Konark Temple and Mahabodhi Temple. She patronized Sanskrit scholar Khushiram, and so this statement is right about her. And in fact, this statement is also right about her. Okay, she patronized Sanskrit scholar, and she is also known for temple construction, but she did not construct Konark Temple and Mahabodhi Temple. So correct answer for this particular question, okay, correct answer for this question is option number C. Now let us move to the next question. Question number 8. Recently seen in the news, Darfur crisis. Okay, Darfur crisis is related to which of the following? Okay, so 4 options are given. We need to say which is the Darfur crisis. So gang violence spurs in humanitarian collapse. Basically, correct answer is option D, right? Rebels taking up arms against government. So what has happened in one particular country, right, in Africa? So what has happened? Rebels have started, let's say, attacking, right, the capital. So this is Sudan. So in Sudan, rebels have, let's say, like, started taking over control of government authorities. They kind of, started taking up arms. So it has led to a crisis, humanitarian crisis, and like, so International Criminal Court has taken a cognizance of this particular fact. You see, Darfur, ICC prosecutor urges immediate action to address atrocities. Okay, so this is the Darfur region in western part of Sudan. Okay, so now with this, we have another question. We'll quickly go through this question, right? So this question says, which one of the following states separates Sea of Okhotsk from Sea of Japan? Okay, so this is a topic from places in news, all right, places in news type. So name of the strait is Strait of La Perouse Strait. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so it is La Perouse Strait. So this is the strait that separates Sea of Okhotsk from Sea of Japan. You see Sea of Okhotsk and you see Sea of Japan. Okay, so the thing is, like, La Perouse Strait. Sea of Japan is over here. If you see in the map, Sea of Japan is over here and Sea of Okhotsk is here. And these two seas are separated by this strait. A strait is a narrow channel of water that connects two water bodies and it separates two land masses. Okay, so this is a strait, definition of a strait. So that's the thing. So Japan scrambles jet as Russian bombers fly over high seas. Like, that's the thing. Now this is the last question for the day, the 10th question. So it says, in the context of Ocean Coordination Mechanism, OCM, Ocean Coordination Mechanism to protect the oceans, consider the following statements. They have given two statements. We need to read these statements. We need to identify which statement is right, which statement is not right. So first statement is wrong, that it is launched by IUCN. This is not launched by IUCN, this is launched by UNESCO. Okay, one body of UNESCO. The protection of the biodiversity in the winter Caribbean Sea region is one of the main focus of this mechanism. This statement is right. Correct answer is option B in this question. And this is the newspaper article that has helped us to frame that question. Ocean Coordination Mechanism, latest initiative to conserve Caribbean and North Brazil shelf. Okay, so this Ocean Coordination Mechanism has been implemented by UNESCO IOC subcommission of the Caribbean and let's say adjacent regions. Okay, so UNESCO is the body that has done it. So that's all from my side for the day. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's discussion. And Tarun, I hope like you have gone through the answers. You can download the PDF from the description of this YouTube video itself, okay, to go through the detailed explanation. Wherever you think that like, you have made an incorrect assumption for the answer, you can go through that PDF. It will help you to understand the correct details also. So that's all. Thank you so much everyone for participating in the online discussion. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.